So you might have heard this term floating around. Financial coordination platform. What does that even mean? Well, today we're going to break it all down, using Csave Online as our case study. Let's dig into how it's designed to change financial habits, not just hold your money.
So what's the big idea here? When you boil it all down, Csave Online has one main goal: to help its members build consistent financial habits. It's all about creating a routine through regular, scheduled contributions. That's it. Simple as that.
All right, let's get a proper definition on the table. A financial coordination platform isn't a bank. It's not an investment app. The source material defines it as a system built to help people build good habits through structured community programs. Think of it like a gym for your financial discipline, providing the framework to keep you on track. Okay, this next part is probably the most important piece of the entire puzzle. To really wrap our heads around what this platform is, we first have to be crystal clear about what it is not. It's all about drawing a very firm line in the sand. Let's just put it right out there, as plainly as possible. Csave Online is not a bank. The source material says this over and over again, and for good reason. This one single point is the foundation for understanding everything else about how this platform operates.
Let's put them side by side to really see the difference. A traditional bank, its job is providing banking services, holding your deposits, which are FDIC insured. Csave Online, on the other hand, is all about financial coordination. The money involved isn't a deposit, it's a member contribution. And it's a private platform, not a regulated financial institution. These are fundamentally different things.
And to make it even clearer, the platform also isn't a lender, so you can't get a loan. It's not a money transmitter like Venmo or Cash App, and it is definitely not an investment company promising you any kind of returns. Its focus is incredibly narrow and specific.
So here's the bottom line, the part that really matters for a member's funds. Your contributions are not held on deposit by Csave, and because of that, they are not FDIC insured. You're not going to earn interest, and there are absolutely no guaranteed returns. It's just a completely different structure from a typical savings account.
Okay, so we've spent a lot of time on what it isn't. So how does it actually work? Let's flip the script and look at the whole process from a member's point of view.
The whole process is actually pretty straightforward. Just 3 simple steps. First, you join and register on the private platform. Second, you pick a weekly contribution level that you're comfortable with. And third, you use the platform to track your own progress and see how consistent you're being over time.
Now, there's a feature mentioned in the source material called early access. It's really, really important to understand that this is an optional thing, and it's entirely based on eligibility. It's not something you can just get automatically.
And here's the key number: 90. A member has to show 90 days of consistent participation before they even become eligible to submit a request for early access. You see, the focus is all about building that habit first.
And just being eligible is only the first hurdle. Any request depends on your membership being active, and they're going to review your entire participation history. Crucially, every single request is looked at one by one, and, this is the big one, access is explicitly not guaranteed. It's a request process, not a withdrawal feature.
So, what's the philosophy driving all this? Let's start to wrap things up by looking at the platform's mission and how it handles something as important as security.
You know, this quote from the source really ties it all together. The goal is to build habits. And how do they do it? Through structure, accountability, and transparency. It's not about selling financial products. It's about providing a framework for your own discipline.
Of course, none of this works if you don't feel secure. The platform is very direct about this. Your security matters. So, what does that actually mean in practice?
Here are the specifics. It uses encrypted connections to protect your information. That's standard. All payments are handled by regulated third-party processors. That's a key detail. And look at that last point. We've come full circle. Csave Online does not hold, custody, or control customer funds. They make that crystal clear, and it's a critical piece of how it all works.
And this brings us to the final question, the one this whole platform is built on. The entire model is based on the idea that a structured, consistent approach can be a really powerful tool. By stripping away all the complexities of traditional finance, the platform is making a simple bet. Maybe a framework designed for pure consistency is what it really takes to change your financial habits for good. It's a fascinating question to think about.